Hello, guys and girls. And after the recent Apple event, I'm gonna talk about what happened and what are the takes from it. So basically, let's start off with the video and let's talk more about Apple iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Pro, the watch, and some other key features and other things that they have mentioned in their Apple event. So the first thing is the line of the products which I'm gonna talk about, which is the first of all, which is the phone, which is the primary key feature, which is the iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Pro. The iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Pro will now come with USB-C and USB 3 support, so they will have fast transfer speeds, which they're boasting about, which is already a thing in the Android device. If you're in the Android sphere, you're already using an Android phone which plugs into a USB Type C. I mean, they have wireless charging like other all modern devices with the MagSafe, but Type C makes it a lot better and a lot more consumer friendly and eco friendly as well, because you can just use your old Android charger if you're switching from Android to iOS and vice versa. And you don't need to buy third party, you don't need to buy exclusively Apple chargers and like dump more EVs into it. You can just use the old Android charger, or you can just buy a better Android charger, which Apple doesn't provide. Apple's fast charging is pretty shit in my opinion. Overall, they have the A17 chip, which is a game changing chip. Of course, they have tried Resident Evil. They have tried other big titles on the iPhone, and iPhone has the best processing chips because they have worked a lot on it for the past how many years I don't know, but their chips are the best. I can't complain about that. My Samsung device, which I'm currently recording on, doesn't have the best chip, although it's a Snapdragon 865, but still the other Samsungs like this one, which has an Exynos, kind of sucks. So Samsungs are not ahead when it comes to chips, so I will give credit for Apple for that. Now, the original iPhone has a 48 megapixel main camera, which is a boost resolution for, because as you know, previously iPhone used to have 12 megapixels, maybe two 12 megapixel camera, but now they're actually having better resolution cameras and a 2x telephoto lens and then glass. They call it a durable color infused glass and aluminum design, which is pretty cool. And finally, Apple break I would say, the chain of bullshit names for colors such as space gray, vagina pink, or whatever the fucking name that they put on their devices, blood red, or whatever that was, to simplistic names such as pink, blue, golden, yellow, or whatever that is. That's pretty cool. Easy to name, easy to understand. No bullshit fucking, or color like fucking butthole black or whatever that was. Talking about the iPhone 15 Pro, they are made of, I think, aluminum aerospace grade titanium, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's gonna be expensive. It's 1494 in Canada, I think, and 1499 in US or something like that, or 1500, which is like an absurd amount of money for a phone. But you do you. I would rather buy a Z Flip, which actually has additional features like opening a fucking phone into a tablet, or a Z Flip, which I could fold and just swipe into my pocket. But I mean, titanium is good. It's pretty good. They're for the Pro version, they're actually adding a action button, which is like they recently discovered macro buttons, which I think a lot of phones already had. Like the Asus had an additional button for I think gaming. Then Sony had an additional button for camera clicking, and so Samsung had it a long time ago with it. It had multiple macro buttons for additional features, which is later removed because it made the software quite complicated and stuff like that. So they are actually adding a old Android feature, which is an action button, which can be customized into any functionality you want, which is pretty good. They have improved Face ID a little bit. That's just minor update. Then coming to the actual watches, like I currently use Samsung Gear 3. The people have different preferences for different watches. It shows me the all the stuff that I need to see, and it's quite decent. It's quite interesting, not too shabby. But the new Apple Watch 9 has, I guess, better touch sensitivity, better brightness, and they're boasting it to be carbon neutral because they are using some kind of different strapping for this. I'm not sure what they call it. It was a very confusing name. It's basically not leather anymore. It's a new kind of fabric they're boasting about. So that's making it more eco-friendly, and not the fact that they're releasing the same watch with the minor tweaks every year. Anyways, let's move on to the Apple Watch Ultra 2, which has a more rugged design. I mean, it feels like less of an Apple Watch at this point and more like a G-Shock at this point for the Ultra 2. But if someone likes it, they like it, I guess. It has more brightness. It is boasted at the brightest Apple screen display ever. More accuracy on GPS, and it has this sports watch look to it. It has a various combinations of color straps to it, and which is also at the end of the day carbon neutral. And this is going back to their being, they called that they would be doing all the products carbon neutral by the end of 2030, which is pretty good, I guess, in that opinion, which they're boasting about. But I'm not sure if this is 100% or it's just a marketing gimmick at the end of the day. I mean, that's all for like product side. Obviously, they have improved OS, new OS coming up, which is for the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Pro and all other devices. I think until iPhone 12, I think is the last supported device. In my opinion, I'm not sure about it. And they're getting a new Watch OS 9, new Mac OS known as Venturas. Like Venturas update, they're bringing update to the Ventura as well. They are introducing new software for the Mac Studio, which they have not announced yet actually. So that's a rumor slash leak, you could say. So it's gonna be a new editing software than the iMovie stuff, which will be a short clip editing stuff like the Clip Champ, which I've talked about in the Windows itself. So that's that, and that's all for the updates from the Apple event. And if you want to watch the Apple event, I'll put the link in the description so that you can just go and check it out as well. And hope you like this new setup. Hope you like this new camera setup. And hope this camera is better than the last one. And thank you for watching this video. Hope you like this video. Found this very interesting. If so, press the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We'll meet soon in the next video. Till then, peace out.